Alright, leaving the car here at the Crawford Notch Center. Big old black bear by the side of the road driving in. A bunch of people stopped and looking. But hiking a ways and set up camps 8:30 on a Friday night. Not sure how much I'm going to film tonight, but if I don't see you tonight, I'll see you in the morning. Found a spot off the trail a couple hundred feet. It's 9:20. Just got the hammock set up, and we will see you in the morning early. Morning, day 2. It's about 6 o'clock. My food bag is behind me. I'm going to pick that up on the way back to the trail and just make breakfast down the trail a ways. So yeah, I think the low last night was projected to be in the low 50s. I didn't bring my thermometer with me on this trip, but that'd be my guess. This is my first trip using this Simply Light Designs hammock bug net. I believe it's called the Defender 360. So you just reach back and it cinches by a cord lock at the end of your head end. You loosen that cinch lock, and then it's like the Ultralight nano material, so it's the lightest option on the market I could find. The other end of this is just a sort of a tube that you thread your hammock through, and the knot on your hammock blocks any bugs from coming in on this end. I did sleep without a tarp last night. Blue skies, so I knew it wasn't going to rain. That worked out. Alright, picked up the bear bag, which is an Ursack Minor. First time using it on this trip. Nobody tampered with it last night. It was hung about head high off a tree. I'm going to use this as an opportunity to get a quick camel up with a Sawyer Mini and straw. It's just a good way to get some water without having to carry it, obviously, so let's give this a shot. One mile to the Mount Tom Spur, which is where I'm heading. Just made it to the summit of Tom, 7:50 a.m. Incredible views, man. Another few new items for this trip are these Zpacks Cuben fiber stuff sacks. This one had to be custom made to fit the iMusa mug with the pot cozy. And this is just a stuff sack I got just for my miscellaneous items. This is just some applesauce pack you can get at any grocery store. Obviously I ate the applesauce and then put my stove fuel in here. Comes with a nice reclosable top. Just a very lightweight option. This holds 4 ounces of fuel, and I just keep it in this little plastic bag. Make sure it doesn't leak. This morning I'm having some single pack of grits with just kind of shredded up some beef jerky I had with me. So coffee with view. Cheers. Taking the Zealand Trail 2.7 to the hut. Here we go. Look at that mossy goodness. This has been a very mild section. It's been very nice. Just kind of strolling along, getting close to the Zealand Falls hut. Man, couldn't ask for a better day to hike. God, it's good to be out here. Hope y'all are doing well. Just hiking up this brook
That's Zealand Falls.
That water is chilled though.
Yeah.
Racing down the it's 20 minutes in, 20 minutes out. You wake up at 20 minutes, it's probably frozen.
Sweet. Pretty nice. More bunks back here. We are now on the Appalachian Trail.
Really? Just getting up there is the hard part, right? And getting down again.
Even that wasn't that bad. So, I'm heading over to Zealand, a mountain now, and so that's a 4,000 footer on the list. So that'll be nice. And once I get that, I'll be heading down the Zeacliff Trail. And then I'll be pretty close to where I'm staying tonight, so hopefully get set up and have time to fish a little. The White Mountains are tough. Rewarding, very rewarding views, but tough climbs. Summit of Zealand Mountain. As expected, there are no views here, but plenty on the way, as you saw. Stopping by Zealand Pond on my way back. Zeacliff Trail. It's pretty steep. That'd be some moose dung. Doesn't look too fresh. There's Zeacliff up there. That's where I was earlier. Went over the back side of that to tag Zealand, came back around this left shoulder, came down that steep section. Just crossed this brook here. Now I'm right next to White Wall Mountain, and we're heading over this way. Whew. I'm already beat. Stay tuned for the campsite footage. I'll cook some probably, and trip and fall and all that good stuff. Here's camp for the night. Set up in semi-porch mode. Alright, here's something else I want to show you. Got this argon pillowcase that Dutch at Dutchware made me. Kind of just has a closure at the top. Got some shot cord on it. What I did last night was, I'll show you, I put this empty water bladder filled with some air inside of that. Perfect size. Nice pillow. Here's dinner, chili mac with beef, the old standby. Two other guys fly fishing that are camping just down the other side of the pond. Nice guys. They were here for at least half the day and they said it's been really slow. They fished the Ethan Pond, which is on my way back to the car, which I'm going to try to fish for a little while tomorrow morning. They said they were lighting it up there last night. Morning, everybody. Saying goodbye to Shoal Pond.
Hey everybody, Sunday morning. I just left my campsite, just packed everything up, haven't made breakfast, and started hiking 2 miles to Ethan Pond Shelter, where I was going to try to make it and fish and have breakfast, but I came across this spot and it was just too good to pass up, so I'm going to make a quick cup of coffee and eat some dry goods here. This has been a great hike, perfect weather. Since I'm just having coffee, I'm just going to boil the water straight into this Foster's cup. There we go. Starbucks on every corner. I'm really liking this Ursack Minor. Both nights I tied it about head high to a tree and it wasn't touched either night. Last night in particular there were bear tracks all over the area, all around the pond, and it wasn't touched. So I think the main thing is just not being in an established site like around a shelter where a lot of people gather and leave trash. Still on the Appalachian Trail. The through hikers should be coming through this way, I don't know, a month or two I guess. Early and the birds are singing. I like getting coffee and having an early hike. It's probably my favorite part of the trip. That's Mount Willey or Willey, and that's what I'll be climbing after I take a break at the shelter. I think I'll basically be going around, making a hard left turn and going up that ridge there. And I hit Willey, and then fields on the other side, and I go over that way toward the car. That'll wrap things up. The thing I found myself doing a lot on this trail is this number here. You can see, especially with the sun, facing the sun, you can see all the spider webs. So I'm just kind of having to play defense here. Ethan Pond. Just saw a trout strike a fly on the water, so I'm gonna give fishing a quick go. It's just been one after the other. This is awesome. Nice brook trout there. Oh, there he goes. Another brook trout. Man, these are pretty. Also called speck trout, speckled trout. Getting some light rain. I just use a compactor bag, so that'll be fine for me. But I am going to down one of these honey stingers. I used one of these on our presidential traverse hike, which you can check out that video in my trip report section of my YouTube channel. But give you that extra boost. This mile to Willey is straight up. I think it's like 1,500 feet elevation gain. So, and we may encounter some ladders. So it should be fun. There's Mount Willey, which is where I just came from. You can see how steep that climb was on the right side. Here's another closer look at the Dirty Girl Gators. They hook to your laces, or in my case, the Solomon
webbing system. As you can see there, hook. I wrap around some Velcro in the back you have to put on, and there's Velcro already attached here. But another thing to do is, now I know that I have 2.7 miles downhill, so it's good to tighten up your boots a little bit. That way you're not sliding around and causing blisters. It's better to have them loose going uphill. That about wraps up this trip. Thanks for coming along. Take care, everyone. My camera always falls. Hasn't done it on this trip. It is light.